Hello everyone and welcome to your pick a card reading. Today we are doing what the Lionsgate portal has brought to you or is bringing to you. Yeah, what they're bringing to you. As you can see, we have 4 piles here today, so if you want to go ahead and choose, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Usually I just close my eyes and ask the divine to show me which one, and I'll open my eyes on whichever pile is there for me. So if you want to go ahead and do that, we will get right into the video. Okay, so pile number 1, if you chose a Cacoxenite crystal, this is a stone of ascension, alignment with divine plan, and spiritual purification. So we'll go ahead and see your card. Today I am going to do it in a different way than my last video. I have the overall energy right here, and then we're going to pull some tarot cards and more oracle cards too as we go along to see what is up. Oh wow, so the first card we have is Door to Spirit. Okay. Oh, this is not working out the way I thought it would. Okay. So I feel like what Lionsgate portal is bringing to you is closer connection with the divine. I do feel like you have felt the support and the connection to the divine before, but I almost feel like it's a strengthening of gifts or a new way of being. I feel like it's coming after a time of maybe confusion or isolation or a disconnect. I feel like now is a time where you're coming back onto your game. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. Angels and guides. Let's see what's going on. My cat is here, so if she jumps up on the table, I'm sorry. She usually doesn't come for this. Oh, she's leaving. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Pile number 1. Oh, okay. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I had a feeling that you had fire energy. You may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could just be really coming into your gifts and what you're passionate about. I see that you are going on a route that is completely different than what was ever done before for you. I see that you're really diving into what you love, what you're passionate about, the beauty. You're very beautiful. You're very in tune with your beauty. Let's see what else. Pile number 1. What is coming? Okay, a lot of energy. Oh, this is great. Okay. Okay, yeah. So I'm feeling that after a period of not so much isolation, but self-imprisoned thoughts. I feel like being trapped in one way of thinking, of one way of feeling, and knowing that there was more for you there, but there was not really a way to navigate it. But then you took the time to go within and figure out, take a break from your thoughts, let them go. Maybe if you had any fear or any anxiety about what was going on, I feel like you took the personal initiative to let that go and find something that was more in alignment with you. And that is why you have the World card here, which is ending a cycle, beginning a new one. This is also spiritually guided. I also see the 6 of Cups here. So this could have actually been something from your past or something that had to do with the past. Or the way that you're going right now, the portal you're going, is an unfolding of the desire that you've had from the past. Like of finally seeing the manifestations of your dreams from the past coming to fruition now. It's almost like if you were doing things before that you wanted to do but you weren't seeing the the payout of it, now is the time where you are going to see the payout of it. And I almost feel like there was such a shift in the Lionsgate energy. I feel like what they're saying is the stall had to happen for you to learn lessons and almost build yourself up to this level. And the level is going to pay out. The level that you're coming, yeah, because then you have Judgment on the bottom. So it's like, this is Archangel Gabriel, the messenger, the communication angel, bringing a gift to the woman who's standing here asking for assistance. So this is something that you have asked for. This is something that what I'm hearing is steps to take before the door opened. So which makes sense with Door to Spirit here. There was steps that needed to happen, lessons needed to learn, perhaps letting go of certain relationships or certain ties. Maybe you were going to get into business with someone and then you realized that they were not the one for you, and seeing that you could actually do it on your own because you are the Queen of Wands. Okay, let's get some more messages before we go into Oracle. Knight of Wands. Yeah, so moving into your, it's all about passion energy, fire energy. You could also be an air sign. They have signs of air here, or water, but I'm mostly feeling fire and air. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, I almost said Scorpio, which is a water sign, makes sense. Hello, am I thinking? So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, as well as some water. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What? Oh, the Empress just flew out. So yeah, okay, and the Star. So hope is restored. Yeah, there it is. 7 of Pentacles. Feeling like the work that you're putting in before, you are not seeing. So that is shifting for the better, because then you have the Hanged Man with the 4 of Swords, which they pretty much go hand in hand. But 4 of Swords is like going into a meditative state, really connecting with your higher self and your intuitive beings who are there to guide you personally, rather than focusing on somebody else's wants or needs or desires, and realizing that the ideas and messages that you were receiving for, I'm feeling it's a business or some sort of, even what you may not see it as your full-time business right now, it may have been just like a hobby starting with a friend, but now it's going into something more, and it will actually become a business that you can have long-term success with. So taking the time out to just reflect and sit back and allow the messages to come through to you, figuring out how to navigate where you're going, really was a blessing for you, because now you have, well, these 3 cards fell out. So the Page of Cups, Temperance, also Sag energy, and the Empress, which also refers back to the beauty community. So you could be in the beauty industry or fashion or something of the sort, and that is what's coming together. Creative ideas. I just feel a lot of creativity. Could be art, could be design, something to do with where you channel. It's almost like you have this deep gift, or what you're doing channels through you, and you just feel so alive. And I almost feel like all of my cells are tingling. I'm getting hot. I feel like just such a deep connection through creation for you. And then the Page of Cups too, a message, this could be an emotional connection too, a message of hope, romanticism, those kinds of things. An emotional connection to something, an emotional message. I feel like maybe the messages that you deliver are intuitively, it's almost like what you create has a message behind it, and you have a distinct message of hope or connection or love or some kind of something that connects you to your emotional center. And with the Temperance here, this is spirit, this brings a lot of balance to you, and it's very spiritually, I mean, I keep saying that, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. However, you have the Empress energy here, so it's like you are this regal, beautiful, strong woman who has this very feminine, nurturing side. You could even be a mother. You have a lot of major arcana here too. So I feel like a lot of, especially with the world, cycles have ended, and now with the Lionsgate portal, and I feel like you felt it coming up even 2-3 weeks before the portal. It was kind of, the energy was shifting. You may have been ready to take action again from having a brief period of pause, or a brief period of pause. It literally makes no sense. Anyway. So it's like just getting back into the momentum, the swing of things. And I feel like you've taken the lessons that you've learned and you are applying them, which is creating a whole new path for you in this sense. Okay. But with the 9 of Cups here, it is a wish come true. This is something like the ultimate manifestation card in my eyes. This is like what you've been waiting for finally coming to you. And with the 6 of Cups too, I really feel like it has something to do with the past. Maybe the person that you were entangled with is a longtime friend or something like that. But however, all of these cards are individual people on their own. This is the only card that has 2 people. So this is something for you and what you're meant to do, especially with the Star. Oh, and then there's the Hierophant. So just going back to spirituality, yeah. And then the 10 of Wands too, it could have felt like a lot of burden, and that's maybe why. What I'm hearing is you are strong enough to do it on your own. You have enough power and momentum and strength and ability to do what it is that you want on your own, and it's important for you to know that. And while it may feel like a lot of responsibility or a lot of duty, it is your passion, it is your purpose. You have a strong call to do this for a reason. It's because it's for you, especially with the Hierophant here too, Taurus energy. Higher ideals, religion, spirituality. You could be bringing a message of spirituality. I feel like I just keep seeing jackets or clothes and like putting spiritual things on those clothes that are different than what's on the market now. However, it's like something that really resonates with you, and something, it's like the lessons that you've learned from the past is what drives you to create, and the messages that you give through creating are from like the overcoming the hardships that you've gone through, and that's why it's important for you to do this. And honestly, if it is closed, can you send me the link? Because I would love to buy some. However, this is you, that Queen of Wands energy. Strong, compassionate as well, charismatic, a leader in her own right. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else there is. I'm gonna pull some oracle cards now. Let's do spirit animal and then starseed. Okay. Messages for pile 1, please. Messages for pile 1. The hot card just fell out, so let spirit be your guide. I feel like if you ever feel confused on what to do or conflicted, just quiet your mind and tune into your higher self. Find a way that, even if it's not actual meditation, find a meditative place where you can feel, you can shut out the mental overload going on and really connect back to what it is that you're supposed to do. Let spirit be your guide. There's something about, obviously not only spirit being your guide, but I feel like a strong guide coming in for you that is really important on this mission. They're really guiding you. They're giving you specific messages, specific answers. This could be a ancestor or a guide that you have felt for a very long time. They are trying to help you, and I feel like they see this. I feel like you've come out of the confusion though, and it's almost like, okay, Fool energy, now what? Next step. Dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. I feel like this has a lot to do with you. So whenever there's like overload or stress or like a lot of responsibility or duty, to remember that it's okay to be gentle to yourself, to love yourself the way that you love other people, to be as kind to yourself as other people too. What advice would you give to somebody else going through this? Would you get on their ass, or would you calm down, listen to them, respect them, and then give them a gentle approach? Starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Okay, let's see. I feel like there's a lot more that will come out of this than you're able to see right now. Like I was even saying in the beginning, it may have started out as one thing and then it turns out to be an actual career for you, something long term, and more ideas come to you over time. Let's see, pile 1. It's interesting because I feel like with this Lionsgate portal, I feel like that day you were really in touch with your intuitive side, seeing a lot of signs, seeing a lot of numbers, seeing a lot of synchronicities after a period of not seeing those things. It's almost like you could feel that connection again. And that's because that's what is supposed to be happening for you. It's what is supposed to be unfolding for you. You're supposed to be feeling that consistently. And I almost feel like that was imperative to know that you were really in tune with who you are that day. Reclaim your power. Yeah, so it's like letting 442, an angel number, archangel, the archangel number, excuse me. I love this black. This could even be your, hummingbird spirit, be here now. This could even be your spirit animal. And then turn knowledge into wisdom. That's even what I was saying. Oh, yep, bee spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. When you connect to the now, I feel like you receive a lot of messages, and sometimes they may have been overwhelming. However, write them. I'm feeling like a lot of writing, like write down what the intuitive hits that you're getting, because they could have to do with this moment, they could have to do with the future, they could have to do with the past, which makes you understand this moment even more, and that is what's going to help you. It's almost like you don't have to, I feel like you get a lot of messages, and it's like you don't have to overwhelm, hi kitty, you don't have to overwhelm yourself with feeling like you have to get all of this done, because you are very passionate and a very powerful person. And I almost feel like that could have been what stalled you in the past was having an overload of information or an overload of things that you had to get done, and it was too much. So it's almost like they're trying to say you can slow down, you can do it one step at a time. You may hold yourself to this standard where you have to do a lot at once. However, it's important for you to know that that's not actually how it needs to get done right now. You can take step by step by step, and you'll see that it feels much better and you feel more free to do so. And that's actually what brings you the desires you've been asking for, especially with Bee Spirit, sweet results await. Yeah. And Otter Spirit, you are never alone. So I feel like that also goes back to doing it with someone else and realizing that the co-creation actually comes from you and your source rather than you and someone else, because you and your source have the same ideals and the same vision for what it is to come. You're on the same page, and I feel like that's really important for you to have a being who's there that's on the same page as you. But I really feel like this is going to be something big. I can feel it in my solar plexus. Like my solar plexus is just firing up. Like you just feel so alive and so it's almost like you're able to do so much more out of this than you could have ever seen before. I feel like I've already said that. I might have. That's, yeah, open and infinite possibility. It's almost like you have this plan for this, let's say, line, and then over time with that you're able to create multiple streams of income from this and do other passion projects that you love, or pursue other things that you've always loved and been interested in. And it like opens up that door for you, when before it felt like the doors were closed and you could only focus on like a one thing at a time, or like a corporate career, or you were in a line of a field that you enjoyed, but it wasn't your calling. You didn't feel like alive getting up every day going to do it, and what you're going to be doing makes you feel alive and brings that to you. And I really do feel like this has all to do with you. Okay, let's see. And these animals too could have been animals that you've been seeing either on Lionsgate, so 8/8, or just all the time, like a loved one that's passed, I also feel, but also like the way that your spirit guides connect with you. And I feel like it's important too to continue to look up the spiritual meanings for things, look up the spiritual meanings for animals. If any of these animals or beings stand out to you right now, look it up and see what the message is for you, because that's also a way for them to communicate on the next steps to take. All right, jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Yeah. So it's like going all in. Okay. Oh, hello. Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Yeah. Sorry, there's a hair. Like I was saying before, it's almost like this opened up the door to things that you've never even considered before, or realizations that you had not wanted to face. And the second that you face them is the second that you open up to. The thing is, what they're saying, the unknown is always scary because it's not known. What you're comfortable with, that's why people make plans. That's why people create strategies for themselves or try to figure out a game plan. However, I feel like it's important for you to have had that, because it gave you a certain direction to go in and a way to know, but the way it's going to unfold is much different than you expect, and I don't think it's going to be as intense as you think it will. I feel like the intense feelings that it may bring, you know there's going to be a reward on the other side of it. It's important to know that if you're moving into something that's unknown, that's great, because that means that what you're doing is not like anything that you've done before, which will bring you new results. The things that you've been doing in the past, bringing the same sort of results or the same kind of frustrations, etc., they were happening because it was a cycle that was meant to break. And especially, I just saw the World card again in my third eye. It's time to let that go. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I really feel like if meditation is difficult for you, or if you're not receiving certain answers, ask them to communicate with you in your dreams or in the physical realm. Ask, for example, if I'm on the right path, show me a white butterfly. Or if I'm supposed to do this, show me this. Give them a way to communicate with you that's in a language that you are also speaking. Birth of cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Did I say birth? I meant breath. Excuse me. Star bathing, light body crystal grid, transmission activation, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. And that just goes back to that Six of Cups energy from the past, nostalgia, also childhood, the way you grew up. This could be a very gift that you've had since childhood. I also feel like the voice, you could have sang, those kinds of things. I'm getting a lot of different, remember this is general as well, so this could apply to you. Just take what resonates. The great serving, Mars energy, conflict, softening to love, anger. Severing. Why can't I read right now? I feel like this is the end to that feeling, to that conflict, to that like hitting a wall. I'm feeling like if you felt before, I feel like it's an ending to that, because now you're coming into your light body and really activating what it is that you have always desired. And it's almost like that might have been a lesson. Getting to a point where you were done with the conflict, where you were done with the pain, where you were done with the suffering, and deciding, taking that personal jump, that personal leap to change your life for yourself and do what it is that makes you happy. Letting this go, especially with the reclaim your power. Yeah. Let go of the past and what's happened in the past, because the more that you keep that energy active, the more it's going to continue to show up in your life in the present moment in different ways, and you do not have to keep going through that. You've already been through it. Learn the lessons that came with it, and that could be more personal than you may even think. Of course, it always is. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Karmic relationships. Yeah, so this could have been very well have been a karmic relationship that you were dealing with, that was almost like keeping you from doing what you're meant to do. Could have been like an actual like romantic relationship. But I feel like that strengthened you to realize how powerful and how strong and how special you really are. Everyone has their own unique gifts, and I feel like maybe the relationships you had in the past were like keeping those suppressed. You were either from childhood, people were telling you you couldn't do this or you couldn't do that, or you tried to do what you wanted to do and you didn't see the result that you desired, which is what I said in the very beginning, and that just kind of made you shut it out completely. And it's almost like this Lionsgate energy has reminded you that you weren't supposed to shut that out, and it's time to actually go for it and go through it and do it. And I feel like there's a very strong, empowered energy here. There's a lot to be proud of in yourself, though, because even through the twists and turns that you didn't see before, or the unexpected twists of events, it brings you to who you are today, and this version of you would not be at this level had you not gone through what you went through. I feel a lot of forgiveness energy, forgiving yourself for maybe choosing certain people if you have already forgiven them, or vice versa, forgiving them, just forgiving all around, because that does not excuse their behavior. It frees you from the emotional hold and the emotional tie to such. Because yeah, when you are this Queen of Wands energy, when you are this someone who is this strong, a leader, someone who's so beautiful and captures the attention of many, you cannot shut your light out for somebody else to feel good, because then they'll learn that they can have control over you in some kind of way, or have power over you, and they will use that to someone who sees you for your worth would never want to shut you out, and that's important for you to know. However, that does teach you that you are this when you have overcome that kind of situation or relationship. I just feel like freedom, like it's almost like you're out of breath, like dang, that was a long road, that was a roller coaster, but you're ready for what's next. And that's such a beautiful gift that you're giving to yourself. It's almost like you're giving it up to spirit to take over, and you're like, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Now I'm going to ask what's next for you. And hello. Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance, big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, and the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Yes, fall into my arms, surrender. There's a lot. Yeah, like bringing the message through your creativity, helping other people who have also gone through and are still going through and have yet to go through what you have gone through and overcome. What does this say? Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Trust the timing, yeah. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded, and you've got the love. Boundaries, codependency. Turn the love that you felt towards other people who maybe did not serve you towards yourself. And that will really open the literal door for you. Okay. All right, pile one, that was your reading. I hope that it served you, and I hope that you feel ready to take on what's next and excited for the future. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Hello, pile two, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tiger's Eye crystal, I feel that the Lionsgate portal has brought you this strength in oneself, this inner knowing of what you're meant to do, and almost like an empowered sense of feeling. This crystal is associated with the solar plexus, which is the power center of the chakra system, and also the Merkaba. So on many levels this is happening. Okay, and so the way I'm doing it today is you got two cards actually. So this is the main overall energy of the reading, what the Lionsgate is bringing to you, and then I'm going to use tarot and other oracle cards to further answer and clarify what these are. So first things, patience and contract. Okay, all right, 6 and 7. Okay, so spiritual and also family, home life. What I'm feeling with contract mostly is this could be some sort of settlement or something to do with the law. This could also be something that you've wanted to do, something that you were contracted to do before you came here, your sole purpose, for example, coming to fruition, and to be patient, because when it comes through, you will feel so much. It's almost like there's something still to learn before it sees itself into reality, into the physical. So you have the right vision, you have the right views for yourself, and it's important to stay true to that and remember that and hold that vision while you are waiting for it to kind of unfold. It's like continue to take action in certain areas, and in the extremity that you desire it to unfold, hold the vision. Okay, let's ask tarot. Pile 2, are there any messages for pile 2? Who is pile 2? Yeah, okay, 10 of Swords. So you may have been feeling like overworked, almost like I don't even have any energy left to give this situation. It's too much. However, the 10 represents the end of this cycle, so new things are coming. And we're going to figure out what those new things are to help give you clarity and also excitement for what is to come, to move past this energy. It's felt like a lot. It's almost like a waiting game. I'm feeling like, when is it come? Like, when is this done? I feel like it's in more than just one area too. But maybe this is also what they're saying is this part of your life was meant to happen so you could overcome it and realize that patience really does bring sweet results. Going through this, there's certain lessons that you're learning through this energy, this maybe even anxiety, panic, overworked, overburdened energy. When it's finally seen itself through, you'll realize how strong you really are and how powerful, especially with this Tiger's Eye. There's something about that that shows more of who you are than I think you're able to see right now. Yeah. Okay, Hermit mode, going within. Could also be Virgo energy. There's also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here as well, especially with that contract. So I feel like this is a time to really get a hold of this feeling and decide to change it. Yeah, this King of Wands energy. Take the lead for your own life. Go within. Start journaling, asking yourself questions. Why is this happening? What is the reason for this? What is the lesson behind this? And really do it in a place where you are praying to the solution rather than the problem, is what I'm feeling. Nope. Pile 2. Huh? 9 of Wands, yeah. It's just, I feel like it's just been a burden on you for a while. It feels like this has been months in the making, and you were strong at first and then finally got to the point where it's like, sorry, my cat is attacking my dog from under under the door. That's really funny. Okay. It's almost like, why is it still like this? It's almost like you thought by now it should have been resolved, should have been over, should have been done with, and it's still a thing. And typically when that happens, when a cycle continues to repeat itself or it's not moving, it's because you haven't learned the lesson that you were meant to learn yet, or there's more to learn from it than what you've already learned. There's a lot coming out of it, and I feel like this has to do a lot with your soul contract. I feel like this is more of like feeling stuck or stifled rather than a personal relationship. It has a lot to do with the self rather than others. Okay. Charlie, can you not? Ace of Cups in reverse. King of Wands. Okay, let me see actually. Let me see. Because right when I was like, oh, this isn't about love, the emotional connection card comes out. Maybe you've been waiting for love and it's just like, it's not here. Why is it not here? Yeah, you've been waiting for this 10. Yeah, there it is. You've been waiting for this 10 of Cups energy, like that happy feeling, that emotional fulfillment, that excitement for what is to come. And it's almost like, where is it? Where is it? I've been waiting patiently. Yeah. I almost feel like there's things going on their end, or maybe even 5 of Cups. You being upset over it not being here yet. However, you're not seeing that there's still 2 cups upright that are coming. It's like wanting to move past feeling alone, I feel. Especially with these 2 10s, it's like the completement of that. Okay, but you are manifesting something. Yeah, okay. So 2 of Pentacles, I feel like the focus was perhaps on this rather than career or what you felt. It's almost like this took up so much of your focus that it started influencing and affecting other areas of your life. It's like become like a whole life thing. But I feel like, yeah, oh, hello. The Magician and Judgment here, I feel like you are manifesting something that is very great. And when things are so great and something so long term and something that will truly affect your life and bring out the highest and best for you, it does take time to create. It almost feels like you were on one track and then you decided that you wanted something greater. It's like you could have continued the karmic cycles of the same kind of relationship over and over again, and then you took the initiative to deter that and switch that around. And so now in that process of manifestation, it's taking time. However, I'm feeling Archangel Gabriel, Judgment card, you're being heard and your message is being answered. And yeah, just be a little more patient. I feel like when you focus on career, when you focus on self, that is really when it comes around. And realizing, going back to that 5 of Cups energy, which is what I was talking about earlier, saying there's 2 more cups, you're focusing. Now I feel like in the beginning it was exciting and you were like ready for love and all of this stuff, and then it's like when it didn't ever come, you were like, what the heck? And so I don't know why I just said it like that. So now it's like dwelling over the past and not seeing that in the present. You're being offered something that will bring this to you. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. I really do feel like it comes from work or career. And I feel like there are some things, like maybe having to forgive or release people from the past, things that you have been through, that will really speed this process up and allow you to have this 10 of Cups energy that you've been waiting for. I feel like when you work on yourself and your career especially, you have a new career opportunity or a new phase in career. I feel that it's coming up and it's going to take a lot of work and effort, and I feel like that is actually why the person has not come yet, because you actually have to work on this part of career. This part of career would take up so much work and energy that when you had that solid foundation laid for it, that is when the person comes, because you'll have more time to kind of, I don't want to say manage, but allow something new in. There's a lot of things that you desire to bring into the physical, and it's like, okay, we're working on it. There's so much going on. Career, it's almost like a whole life makeover is what I'm feeling. And that starts with the self, then it goes to career, then it goes to forgiving the past and walking away, moving forward. And then boom, new opportunities come. Those new opportunities bring even newer opportunities. It just kind of like goes down from there. I'm almost feeling like focus on what you desired first, what you first asked for, and like the kind of steps you took from there. Like, did you ask for self-improvement first? Did you ask for career next? Did you ask for love after that? It's kind of like, I feel like it's moving in cycles and phases, and that is what is bringing this whole change. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use the Egyptian tarot actually. Okay. All right. All right, pile 2. Messages for pile 2. I feel like this is almost a test to see 2 of Pentacles again. Juggling career. You could either be taking the leap, going from one career to another, or realizing that the career that you were in before, it's almost like I feel like you started something new while in a certain career or line of a field of career that you have been working a long time to achieve or reach, and then now you're wanting something else. I feel like this is about career. Perhaps being shocked that what it is that you thought you wanted, you actually were not fulfilled by, and looking for, not even looking, but allowing something new in that is fulfilling you. I also am feeling pay more attention to your finances. 2 of Cups. Okay, so, oh wow, the relationship is coming in. So yeah, I also feel like this is what it was talking about. They were talking about earlier when they were saying that career comes and then the love. I really feel like that, especially because 2 of Cups, that's the ultimate relationship card for me. That is like getting into a new relationship, feeling excited. In traditional tarot, it's 3 of Wands, planning for the future, being excited for the future. And Hermit. Okay, so I'm feeling that in this period of Hermit mode, because you got Hermit twice, strong Virgo energy. This could be them, this could be you. If you're not focusing on a relationship right now, then this is you. I feel like when you're in this Hermit mode, which is like studying, taking time to retreat and really figure out what it truly is that you want, rather than just what looks good, what feels good to you, what really calls to you and nobody else. I feel like it has a lot to do with you and taking the leap for yourself. And then from that place, making the plans. 3 of Wands, it's like business ventures, hope for the future, excited for what's to come. Also, luck, unexpected opportunity, those kinds of things. Yeah, I feel like once that comes, Judgment. Yep, you got Judgment twice. That's fine. You guys, what? Okay, so once that comes, like, you are being blessed. They are hearing you. They are giving you. Even in this, it looks like this being just got whatever they were coming, and it almost feels like they're healing them. This looks like Saturn to me too, so lessons behind. Learning the lessons behind what it is. It almost feels like you're almost there. It's like when you're on the last lap of a mile in school and like you just really didn't even want to run it to begin with, but you knew you had to in order to get it over with, get it done, so you could have freedom and go munch out after you were done running or just chill. It's like that kind of energy. Like you knew that it was coming, you didn't want to do it, but you knew you had to do it and you just did it anyway. It's like you're almost there. And then once it's there, once it's done, you're like, thank you, bye. That kind of thing. Like you can move on from it completely. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is bringing you something so great, something so strong. This could even be inheritance this is talking about. Unexpected windfalls I'm feeling. It feels like this Lionsgate energy is like, okay, yeah, you were feeling like this for a long time. You've retreated internally. It's like you were holding on, you were persevering through, and it's like, okay, now we'll reward you. That's really what it's feeling like. And I feel like by the time it actually comes, you're going to be like, okay, that wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that difficult. It was worth the reward is really what I'm feeling. Energy that's here strongly is, of course, Virgo. A lot of fire as well in Pentacles. So earth sign, water sign, fire signs, of course. Especially with the Magician here. Also Virgo, could be Gemini as well. But definitely Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Literally all the elements are here. I'm like naming them all. I'm like, wait a second. That's all of them. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, but I am feeling Virgo very strongly. Okay, let's pull some oracle cards and see what those have to say. What there is to come from this. Even though we know. It's like, okay, what are the next steps to take? This is a great reading. Six of Swords, moving on from something. This could even be traveling, relocation. You could meet them while traveling. You could figure out on a vacation, like just get these intuitive hits like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. This is a very healing. I feel obviously we can't really travel right now because of everything going on. However, it could even be like a short trip, like while you're on a drive, getting these downloads or these hits, or being in the car, being really isolated to yourself, feeling the energetic shift. I feel like you can feel very strongly and you can feel things moving and things shifting. Two of Swords, yeah. Two of Swords again. Things that you were conflicted on deciding, not wanting to make a decision, everything's going to come to light for you, I feel. It's almost going to feel miraculous and you're like, wait a second. What? But it's like this has been the answer to your prayer for a long time. It's not really that miraculous. You've been patient. You're learning what it is to come. The person you could also have been dealing with or could deal with is this like King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just someone who is a leader in their own right, someone who's very passionate, someone who's very courageous, someone who's very handsome, very, I heard chiseled for some reason, chiseled. I don't even think I ever used that word, so that's interesting. Like jawline, I'm feeling like beautiful bone structure, just a beautiful person, but someone who also has like the passion and the fire to back it up. And I feel like they're going to amplify your life a lot and bring a lot to you. It's almost like they're going to be healing in their own right. They're going to help heal you just from their presence alone, just from their love alone. Or open up doors for you. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Oh, 10 of Cups is on the bottom. I didn't even mean to do that. So, yeah, ultimately, this is the main energy. You are going to feel this 10 of Cups energy. And you know it. And I feel like that's why it's been so frustrating. It's like, why is it not here? Because it's almost here. It really is. Oh. Hello. Okay. Alright, Spirit Animal, messages for pile 2. What to do next? Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. 4 energy too. So 4 is like solid foundations, work. So work again. Creating the solid foundations and work. Being fearless and bold. Taking on that energy of the counterpart that you desire. Like if you want that King of Wands energy, someone who's strong, you also have to, not that you have to reflect that in order to get them, no, but it's like taking on that energy too, knowing that you have that within you, because you cannot attract somebody like that if you didn't also have that. And I feel like that's maybe a hidden aspect of yourself too that you're going to see while in that hermit mode, while in that self-reflective mode, that deeper period of understanding oneself. Pile 2. Oh, time to go, to let go. Another 3, 1, 4. So 4, 4 again. Okay. I feel like letting go of the attachment to what you think it could be, because I feel like that's actually, It's almost like, I feel like you've been able to see in your own life when you want something, or like you're like, oh, I'm looking for my glasses, and then it's like you let it go and you just move on, and then boom, they appear out of nowhere. It's that kind of energy with this. It's like the more greater of a grasp you have on it, it's almost like, sorry, my camera died. Sometimes when we think that we want something that is best for us, we put a halt to what the universe has in store for us that is actually for our highest and best. Sometimes we can only desire things that are at our level of ability at the time, and as we grow and evolve as beings, we realize that we want something more. So I feel like that this is really focusing on, when you're focused on your career and yourself and your career and building that solid foundation, what is actually best for you and will suit you long term and for where you're going on your journey will come. So let's see. Pile 2. Messages for pile 2. Okay. Transformation is beautiful. Butterfly spirit. My throat just shut down. 11. Spiritual master number. So I feel like you're growing a lot, and like I was saying, evolving past what your desires in the past were. Dove spirit, be peace. So I feel like when you move into a peaceful state, in a state of bliss and almost excitement for what is to come, cow spirit, the miracles are endless. They actually come, and they are better than what you could have ever expected for yourself. We got 11, so spirituality, coming into yourself, making decisions that suit you best long term rather than momentary gain. And then dove spirit, 2 + 1, 3, and cow spirit. Okay. Any other messages for pile 2 on what to do next? So I feel like it's coming into peace. Yeah, tend to the small things. So another 4. It's coming into peace, knowing that the miracles are endless and you will always receive miracles. And I feel like you have been receiving miracles. They could even be synchronicities. The angel numbers you see, repeating numbers, signs, just feelings too, intuitive knowings. Those are miracles in themselves because they give you answers and clarity to things that you wanted or desired clarity about. And skunk spirit, know your worth. I feel like, yeah, and that just goes back to that solar plexus energy. When you come into knowing your worth, everything about your life changes. The way that you handle relationships, the way you present yourself, the way you accept and allow behaviors from others, and that shifts for the better. So I feel like you're going through a deep personal shift right now, especially with that Hermit card earlier, and knowing exactly what it is you want and receiving what it is that you truly want. It's almost like you have new answers coming to you, and that's why it's taken so long, and that's why you had to have patience. Slow and steady wins the race, and truth transcends illusion. Dragonfly. Embrace the in-between. Yeah, so right now you're in an in-between period of where you desire to be and where you are right now in the past. So you're in between both, and it's like you can choose to repeat old patterns or old behaviors, or go back to people who you know, if it didn't work out the first time, this could even be friends too, if it didn't work out the first time and they haven't been consciously evolving as well as you have, there's not really going to be any progress. It's just going to feel like you're repeating the same story over and over again because you are. And sometimes the lesson gets harder the more you repeat the same kind of thing, because it's almost like trying to wake you up and shake you and say, this is what is real, this is what is happening, so you can decide, okay, it's time to choose something else, it's time to choose something better for me. And when you choose that, you are choosing yourself. And when you're choosing a toxic situation, you are choosing the toxic situation over yourself. And that's why it leads to imbalance and deeper, like more heightened emotions or more pain, because you know that it's not right. But it's almost like you're being pulled to choose it due to upbringing, patterns that you have turned into beliefs over time. And really breaking those through. I feel like Lionsgate is really showing you what toxic cycles were occurring and how to break them. And breaking them is difficult. However, it's not impossible, and the reward is so much greater. That's what I was even saying earlier. Okay, let's see. Now I want to see the Starseed Oracle just to see what they have to say. I also feel like tending to the small things is yourself, like the little parts of yourself, the little aspects, it's the things that are unconscious that become conscious. Your thought patterns. When you wake up right in the morning, do you check your phone? Do you completely detach? In the moment that you wake up, you are merging back from the spiritual realm, the astral realm, back into physical body, which the physical body contains the genetic coding of all of the programs and the expectations and all the stuff that is just an accumulation of experience. And when you let that go, in those in-between moments, I do not check my phone first thing when I wake up. I don't check it for a long time. I meditate, I focus on myself, I say gratitude for my day, I write out gratitude, I plan out my day consciously so I don't have anyone else's story intermixed. When you check your phone in the morning, when you're on social media, you're taking on everybody else's energy, especially because you are so, the word sensitive and open, I guess you could say, to everything else. So it's important that you connect back with yourself each day. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So yeah, tending to yourself, really treating yourself in a way, if you want to be treated like a queen, start treating yourself like one. And that way it'll be easy for you to accept that love and that treatment once it comes. Because if you don't believe that you're worthy of that, once it comes, it could show up. But if you don't believe that you're worthy, it's going to be hard for you to accept it. And that's when self-sabotaging behaviors come in. So you've got to let that go for yourself. Earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Yes. I feel like a lot, especially with that Ten of Swords energy earlier, I feel like a lot of the experiences are so much more, they affect you so much more than the next because you're so conscious and you're so aware and you're so connected to your emotions and you're so connected to your feelings that I view that as like at a advantage. Because yeah, lifting the veil, questioning everything, breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. I could feel like if you have been paying attention to everything that's coming out, all the secrets that are being exposed and revealed, the truths, like what was considered, I don't really want to bring this up, but I feel like it's coming up, everything going on. It's very heavy energy, and it's necessary though for it to be exposed to make a change. You can't make a change if everything's still hidden. So I feel like the veil has been lifted for you, and I feel like you may have been taking on a lot of that pressure as your own, and it is important for you to know that it's all part of everybody's soul growth individually and as a collective. And that's just where we're going. We're reaching the age of enlightenment, the age of Aquarius. That's where everything really wakes people up and makes you take responsibility, I guess, for your own actions as well as others, so you can grow and evolve as a collective and also individually. So I feel like it's important for you too to take that on a grand scale, what's happening on the collective, where everyone's questioning everything, everyone's realizing the truth, and everything that they've known is kind of shifting and shaping, and realizing that there's an aspect of your own life where you can shift that energy to as well. Questioning what's actually going on in your life. Are things being patterned, or are things that were hidden from you coming to the surface to grow you? Yes. And what are those things? Let's see. And letting go of what isn't in alignment with you. You are not alone. physical connection, community, isolation. It may feel like you're alone, especially because we have been quarantined. However, you know energetically we are not alone, especially because 95% of communication is subconscious. You're always communicating with something else, especially things that are higher than yourself. And when you're disconnected from that because you allow mental warfare to kind of take over, it detaches you and disconnects you from that source. So the source that is good for you, the source that loves you, that is not fear-based but love-based, is desiring to come through to you again to remind you that it is okay, that you can turn to love, and that is actually what changes things. You're not for everyone. Called. So I feel like, okay. I feel like what you're called to do, you may feel afraid of people judging you or not allowing, the whole purpose of this, and I feel like this actually ties back to the relationship coming in too, is you are so unique and you are so evolved that people who are not evolved do not have the ability to understand what it is you're trying to say, or they will turn their back to it, and it's nothing to do with you and everything to do with them and their own path and what they're going through in life. And you know, you're not for everyone. If everyone was for everyone, that would mean that you would have to shapeshift who you were to fit in with everyone. And quite honestly, if you really think about it, you don't want to be for everyone. There are people that you oppose beliefs with. There are people that you don't really feel like you fit in with. And if you feel like I feel like your purpose this life was to awaken to your true self and your potential and allow that to shine through, and not everybody's is. And so maybe the people that you were surrounded by through childhood growing up, it wasn't their time to wake up, but it was yours. And because you're around people like that, you were able to make the conscious choice to wake up because you didn't want to be like them, that kind of energy. And so the people who, you know, if you felt like the black sheep is what they say, if you felt like that, it's because you were meant for something greater. And the people who are meant for great things typically go through such tragedy and travesty to build themselves up and overcome it. And so you are called to step up. And also when you go through those things, you're able to help people who are just like you and who have been through such devastation and overcome it. And realize that, yeah, you can't change what happened, but you can choose something new. And you don't have to be stuck in that same feeling forever. Especially with the blue flame. Oh, they flip. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. I almost feel like if it's something that you ran away from, I feel like you've known for a very long time that you were gifted, or you had special gifts, or you were intuitive and you could feel these things. And you're meant to do more with it. Being the voice for people who are the same as you. Those people feel alone or don't know who to turn to. So being that voice for them to feel accepted, to feel understood, to feel heard, to feel appreciated, to feel loved, really. Okay, let's see. What is coming next? Because I feel like it's almost important, like this solar plexus energy, this tiger's eye energy was like such a thing. I feel like it's been like a lifetime of this, like going in between knowing you're a boss and then being like, wait, am I? Like, it's just this internal warfare, but it's meant to bring you to this resolution of knowing exactly who you are. What I'm feeling is like you can't understand who you are if you haven't gone through not knowing who you are. It's like every hardship, every lesson, the other side of that is mastery, right? And so if you've gone through periods of self-isolation or not feeling accepted or not feeling respected or heard, it's because you're going to reach a point where you will respect yourself enough to know that you are right in your own right, and that you are the only one who can decide for yourself if you matter or not. And when you know that, and when you stop relying on external sources to be that source of wisdom for you or that source of acceptance, you will realize that you will find new people who actually are exactly in alignment with you and do accept you and do value you, and they are just like you. It's almost like even like I was saying in the beginning, a total transformation of self. Okay, pile 2. What's coming next? Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Star Brothers. Oh wow. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Fall into my arms. My camera died again, so I'm gonna do this quickly so the message can get out, because this is the final part. So I'm feeling deep Egyptian energy connect, especially with all this Egyptian stuff that I have here, and especially because I pulled from the Egyptian tarot. I did not do that for pile 1. Don't know why, I just didn't. There is cosmic energy that is behind you, that is here to assist you through this. I do feel like you are a starseed. I do feel like you are from other realms and you almost came here to assist humanity, and I feel like that's why it may have been so difficult, and also why now I see why there was such a great leap between lives. Like I feel like it's a total life change, especially with this Lionsgate portal. It's almost like through every year you realize more and more and more about yourself, and it's like this beautiful discovery of self. And I feel like you're really diving into who you are. I feel like you're at the point in life where you can, and that you are supported in that, and realizing that the support did not come from other people on this earth, but it came from yourself, and relying on your higher self and your guides, and knowing that they've always been there to support you. You just had to turn to them. So I do feel like you are divinely protected. I do feel like there is a lot of energy behind you, cheering you on, supporting you, and making sure that you see this through. So I feel like surrender to the changes, because the changes ultimately bring you to what it is you desire, and feel the sweet reward of this. You'll survive this. Yeah, this is just this moment right now will one day be a story for you to tell in the future. And you know that all the stories that you tell right now about your past, while you were going through them, sometimes you didn't feel like you'd make it through, but you did. And that is what is important for you to know. So have patience. This is all part of the contract. This is all part of what you came here to do. And you will feel so blessed that you went through this, not because of the hardships that you went through, but because you realized your own inner sovereignty and your own power. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope this video resonated with you and brought you clarity and happiness and understanding. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and subscribe. I post new videos every week. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Hi pile 3. So today, if you chose the Angelite crystal, Angelite is a crystal that connects you obviously to your angels, your higher guides, helps clear your intuition as well, and create a stronger connection to your intuitive side. And it's also a very protective stone. It's linked to the throat chakra as well, so using your voice as a way of communicating. Well, of course. If you hear people in the background, I'm sorry, my family got home. So how we're gonna do it is, this is the overall message for you, the main energy of the message, and then we're gonna pull some tarot and other oracle cards to see what else comes through. So first thing we have, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Wow. So Lionsgate portal has definitely connected you more to your intuitive side. You may have even had a spiritual awakening, which, you know, entails going through very intense feelings, even panic attacks, anxiety attacks, not being able to sleep, disturbance in the sleep, having a lot of mental thoughts going on, a lot moving on in the emotional realm as well, clearing out the old, bringing in the new, so you can ultimately ascend to your light body. So Archangel Metatron too, he is so powerful for helping you clear out the old and bring in the new. He uses the Merkaba, which is the 6-sided figure. It's literally like this, what pile 2's crystal was like. So it's like that. He helps clear karmic ties and bring you closer. He also works with children and people who are assisting children and bringing them back to wholeness and everything like that. So Archangel Metatron is definitely working with you now. I feel my heart and my third eye throbbing, and I actually haven't had any physical feelings while doing the readings, but right now I'm feeling my heart opening a lot, and really I feel my heart and also my third eye, so that could be a sign for you. So we are going to go into the tarot to see what is going on, what this Lionsgate portal has brought to you. Messages for pile number 3, please. Right, calling on your higher guides, your angels. Who is, okay. The Death card. I actually love getting this card because that means something new is coming, transformation. So this could be an ascension around your heart chakra too, really realizing the things that have held you back energetically, or the emotional ties that you've had. You're letting go of something, you're transforming through something. And just like this Knight on this card, he's still pushing ahead. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it's a skeleton. However, bringing spiritual peace. I feel like this is like the Hierophant in tarot. Not the card, but the person who is standing here. While death is painful and challenging, it brings great transformation and great rewards. Things would not have to end in your life if there was not something new to come. Okay, let's see. Pile number 3, please. What's going on? Who is pile number 3? What is their energy? This could also represent Scorpio, so you may be Scorpio as well. Pile number 3. 3 of Cups. Okay. All right. Pile number 3. What is going on for pile number 3? Ooh. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Okay, so I actually feel like you're moving past this kind of lack energy. Yeah, Ace of Wands at the bottom. So what I'm feeling is you're desiring or had desired celebration, more going out, more communion with others. And I feel like things that have gone on in the past have led you to, it could have either been financially you weren't able to do that, or you didn't have connections that you cared about. Let's see. Strength card, Leo. So this could also be talking about transforming your relationship with someone. This could be a Leo, or this could be you finding strength in yourself to overcome these things, because also the 2 of Wands talks about looking towards the future. It's like future planning, moving. It even I mean, he has the world in his hand, he's letting one wand go, holding on to the other. So it's like just like the Death card, transforming, like moving from one area to another. All right, let's see. These cards just fell out. Okay, yeah, I'm actually gonna read them because I have a feeling these same 3 cards kind of came out earlier for other piles, but I feel like this applies differently. So I feel like with the Page of Cups, someone has a new offer for you, and it's going to be one that fills you with romantic feelings and excitement in that area. With the World card as well, I feel like a major cycle in your life, of course with the Death card right behind it, a major cycle in your life has ended, and while it may have been painful or left you, I don't really feel like this is anything to do with money. I feel like this is more of feeling like lost or hopeless, in the sense of you had a goal for yourself and it didn't quite go out the way that you expected it to. And with the World, I feel like that cycle is ending and a new one is beginning, because then you have the 10 of Cups, which is all about emotional happiness, stability, happy home life, happy family, literally a rainbow coming over your head, feeling better. So let's see what is going on in pile 3. 3 of Swords. So clarify the 3 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like you could have had this vision for being with someone or having a relationship with someone and having this stability, this happy home life with them, and you kind of realize that you have to let it go. I feel like, yeah, 6 of Swords is on the bottom. I really do feel like this has to do with this whole situation kind of unfolded for you to find your own inner strength, and also acknowledge the parts of you that were maybe you were not in alignment with your higher self at the time, is what I'm feeling. Perhaps you learned a lot from that relationship or person, and I feel like you learned what not to do. And ultimately, I feel like part of you wishes you could go back, but at the same time, it's best for you to move on, because that lesson, that karmic experience happened for a reason, and it also ended when it had to end it for a reason. And the thing is you have all of these ideals and all these desires to have this happy home life, this happy relationship, this Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups energy, which is ultimate success, not only on the emotional realm, but also financially, having a stable home life. This also represents inheritance as well. So you may be receiving an inheritance or wondering where the inheritance is. And you wouldn't have those dreams and ideals if it was not meant to happen. However, the person or experience that you may have wanted it to be, that may not have been what was ultimately best for you or the other person or other parties involved. Depending on, of course, this is general, so depending on your personal experience. But I do think it helps you get clear on what it is you actually want, and I feel like it's actually helped you appreciate those people in your life who do treat you well. I feel like appreciation is just the word I keep hearing. Okay, let's see. Pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3. Okay. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So, 3 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. So right now, you're focusing on the 3 of Wands is like unexpected opportunity, excitement, planning for the future, also luck, especially in business as well. And with the Ace of Cups and 3 of Pentacles, I feel like there could be a new connection in your life that really either pushes you forward in career or a business partner that comes into your life, a new emotional connection that helps you in business and helps you kind of move past this old energy even more, like this 3 of Swords, and helps you really come into that transformation so you can have that World card and overcome the obstacles that were holding you back. Yeah, especially with 4 of Cups on the bottom, it's like stop focusing on what has left and focus on what is coming to you. Because if you continue to focus on what has gone and not what is coming, you're going to stay in this repetitive cycle, and it's going to unfold in ways that you may not want to on the physical. It moves from the emotional and mental and personal into the external, and it's just not a cycle that needs to continue. Oh, these cards are flipped over. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah. Okay. King of Swords, you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy. 8 of Swords, I feel like you're really not wanting to let this go, but it is time. I feel like, yeah, it definitely was a relationship. There may have been, especially with the Hierophant too, could be Taurus as well here. I feel like there was perhaps the way that it ended, you may wish that you could have changed certain things that you said. You may have been a little harsh or brash, and that wasn't you. It was like you reacting out of fear of losing something, and it's just like the worst. You wish you could have changed something about it, is what I'm feeling. And it definitely has to do with the relationship. This could be even part of your family too, or they felt like family. But 8 of Cups, ultimately you have to walk away. I feel like 8 of Swords, you're just keeping yourself in this cycle. Like this woman is keeping herself chained up. Well, she's not really keeping herself chained up, but she, in traditional tarot, it says that she keeps herself here. She put the swords all around her. She tied herself up. She doesn't want to deal with, she only wants to see what she wants to see. She doesn't want to see anything else. However, I do feel like the ending was inevitable, and that's what you need to know. Plus, it brought you and is still going to bring you opportunities in career because you've shifted your focus from this experience onto career. And I feel like it's moving very fast. Okay, let's see. Whoa, what? Why are these cards? Hello? What happened here? Like, okay. Hermit, Virgo energy. Let me fix these real quick. So yeah. I don't know what, I don't know when this happened, how it happened, but whatever. Okay. And of course, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can pick another pile. I feel like this is a very specific message for someone. Okay, wait, let's see. Let's actually keep all these out. Don't know why I just did that. So the energies that are mostly appearing here are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, water signs as well, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, as well as I feel fire signs. Well, and swords are here too. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all the signs are here pretty much. So think about you and the other person's main three. So sun, moon, rising. I feel like that has a lot to do, and especially with Leo too, with the strength. Okay, let's see from this deck what's going on. I really feel like the only way that the situation can heal itself is if you forgive yourself for the things that have gone on. And, you know, I feel like part of you, or even the other person perhaps, this could, remember the roles could be reversed. Either of you may want to apologize and you've cut off communication, or they've cut off communication and they don't want to hear your apology. The best thing for you to do to move on from the situation is just write forgiveness letters to yourself and to them. Because ultimately, this is, at this point, it's keeping you trapped in this energy. When the death card was right away, so it's time for the transformation. You want to let this go. You want to move on forward. So let's see, pile number 3. What else? Pile number 3, you need to know. Strength again. I feel like you're much stronger than you may give yourself credit for. I feel like this experience, yeah, 5 of Cups. I feel like this experience has actually been, maybe not even this experience, but maybe this period in your life for the past year has been one of the most difficult that you ever had to have ever gone through, because so much has changed. And it's like you got wins over here, but big losses over here. It's almost been like an equal give and take for how amazing things are and how poor things can be at certain times. And I feel like you actually are much stronger than you realize, and this experience is really pulling you towards that. And again, if you need any assistance in releasing these energies or moving forward and choosing something new and giving yourself that blessing and that gift of releasing this experience to allow something new to come in, call on Archangel Michael, because Metatron, well, maybe Michael too. Call on Archangel Metatron because he will really help clear that out. Any stored energy in the body. Well, that's Raphael for energetic body healing, but also Metatron, he clears out the energetic imprints in the body when you are equally willing. 3 of Cups again. I feel like it's time to celebrate, or maybe, okay. Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's time to celebrate your successes. Knight of Chalices too. 4 of Swords. So Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. It's almost like, you know, there's a lot to celebrate, but for some reason you're just staying in one place and you're not allowing yourself to really show yourself the appreciation you deserve. It's like a message wants to be delivered, especially with that Page Cup. But also Knight, like you want to move quick or offer something. But 2 of Swords, it's like you know better. And the 4 of Cups again, 4 of Chalices, and this 8 of Wands. Yeah, you want it. 4 of Wands. Something about the home life too. King of Pentacles. So you could be more masculine energy. That does not mean, you know, there's no gender in this experience. It's either masculine or feminine energies to me. You could have more masculine energy, so more strong, more pronounced, more leader-like. More domineering rather than nurturing and sensitive, or Two of Wands again in the Hermit. Okay. I feel like the story kind of keeps going back and back and back. Like not wanting to make a decision on something. It's almost like I'm hearing it doesn't matter if they're not there. But I feel like this is the whole point of this experience, because you have the strength to get through it. And I feel like it actually goes in waves. I feel like sometimes you're upset and then other times you're mad. Like, you go through the motions, but at this point it's just like a repetitive cycle. And honestly, you don't need somebody else to hear. Like, the thought of closure is so silly to me because I feel like that just keeps things open. I mean, unless both parties are willing to come together and acknowledge their faults and what's gone on and truly open their heart and hear each other to let go, unless it's like that, it doesn't make sense. Or else, because you're just going to keep going in a circle if not, or not hearing one thing or wanting it to go a certain way when it's actually, it's just like meant to go to rest, I feel. But something new is wanting to deliver itself to you. And I feel like this will really influence your home. 7 of Cups. Yeah, you have a lot of options. Justice, though. So Libra energy, moving forward in that. Like, justice will be served. And I feel like you also reap what you sow. Okay, let me see. What else does pile number 3 need to know to move forward? 5 of Swords. Death. Again. So going back to the beginning. 5 of Swords. I feel like it was a fight that was kind of inevitable. Like I said, harsh words again. Or it's just, and now I feel like because there's no person on the other side taking it anymore, it's become only you feeling this way. Or just repeating certain things, wishing you could have done something different or said something different or gotten your own justice. But it's kind of like they walked away before they got the chance. Before you got the chance. Yeah. Death, the wheel. Like I said, this ending was inevitable. The Wheel of Fortune is like inevitable fate, luck. This could have been something that you were attracting to yourself without realizing, out of self-sabotage behavior or out of fear. It's important for you to acknowledge not only what they've done, but what you've done as well. And 8 of Pentacles too. It's just time to get to work on letting go of this 5 of Cups energy. It's 5 of Cups in the tarot. It doesn't show you like on the Rider Waite, but it's like this. It's a picture of a man crying over 3 cups that are spilled. It's just like inevitable loss. It's just like painful loss. But there's 2 cups standing right behind him, but he can't see them because it reminds me a lot of the 4 of Cups energy, except there's much more sorrow and sadness to it. And the High Priestess, it's like, intuitively why. And I feel like it's important for you to acknowledge too, if you holding on to this is more of you not allowing yourself to have success in other areas, it's like a form of self-punishment in a weird way, without even being conscious of that. And Ace of Swords, something new is coming in. And I feel like the way you communicate, the way you think, the way you speak, new ideas are coming to you. Yeah, and then the Knight of Swords. So now we have the Knights. So it's like moving forward, quick. Knight of Swords is a very quick moving card. It's like moving quick with a communication or idea. I feel like you can actually learn a lot from this experience and also help other people who have gone through it. 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So now that this is out of the way, and again, this may be, I've been picking up a relationship, but this may very well be about work partnerships. It doesn't have to be like a personal relationship. It could be many other things. You can apply it how it resonates, if it does. Let's see. I love pulling tarot from 2 different decks because it's always so interesting to see the different or the same cards come up again and like which cards repeat themselves. Okay. I feel like this experience has really actually helped allow you to tune. Sorry, my dogs. Hello. This experience has really helped you learn how to tune within, to see the bigger picture, and to see, it's almost like your guides wanted you to know the truth and like the lesson to come out of this, the reason behind it, how you're growing, what you're learning, that kind of thing. Because I feel like this was a very like pivotal point in your life, like a pivotal learning point. Queen of Pentacles. So this could actually be about, and the Hierophant again, and the Tower. So I feel like the Hierophant is you, Taurus energy. Queen of Pentacles could be who this is about, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the Tower is just like this inevitable ending. This I feel like it's, yeah, because then I see the Fool right here. I feel like it was unexpected for one party, but the other party knew it was coming for a long time. Or even vice versa, but maybe neither of you actually thought it would actually end. But the Fool, it's like a brand new beginning, a new start. So at least this card is coming. The Fool is coming right after the the Tower, excuse me. Yeah. A lot of learning though, and I feel like you're going to be very thankful for the whole experience as a whole. If you're not right now, at one point you will be. And you will be so thankful for the growth that has been accomplished and everything that you have learned as a result. Okay, now we're going to go into your oracle. Okay. Messages for pile 3, please. So now we're going to talk about moving forward. Because we already know what's happened, and now we're going to talk about moving forward. What the Lionsgate energy is bringing to you. This could be an intentional manifestation of yours, or it could be what's just coming to you as a result of your past energies. Okay, pile 3, please. Messages for pile 3. What is Lionsgate portal bringing? Oh. Set healthy boundaries and time for a beginner mind. Number 3 and 48. So 48 in numerology, well, not in numerology, but the angel number is all about just like 8-4, like financial gain, financial abundance, and also 3, community, communicating with others, your neighborhood, people that you care about, getting together with others. Yeah. And then 8 plus 4 is 12, which breaks down to 3. So 2 3s here. I feel like 3 energy. It could be in your personal year 3. Moving into that pile 3. Plus your pile 3. Right, I'm not saying pile 3. That's funny. Pile 3. What's coming from Lionsgate pile 3? They're like, we told you. It's coming. Think on your feet. Okay, so a lot of mental energy. Hawk spirit. Let spirit be your guide. Okay. So I feel like this experience has taught you how to set healthy boundaries, not only for yourself, but for others. And also, just like the Fool energy that's left up here, time for a beginner mind, a new beginning, a new experience. You are starting something completely new. Thinking on your feet. 7 plus 2 is 9, so the helpful humanitarian in numerology. It's bringing you to a point where you're able to think quicker, know more. It's like you almost like gained such wisdom through these experiences. And the hawk is incredible. I love the hawk. Oh, there's koala. Spirit has a plan. Okay, so I'm going to pull Starseed because... Starseed deck, because there's really not much coming out for these other than that. It's like personal growth, personal gain. Okay. A lot of mental energy, a lot of logical thinking, a lot of deeper, what I keep feeling is know the truth, see the deeper reasoning, see that not the story that you've brought yourself to believe or told yourself. It's like when you told yourself the same thing so many times, you start to believe it, and that might not even be the actual truth of the matter. Okay, let's see. Pile number 3. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You've got the love. Codependency, boundaries. Okay. clarify, you got the love. Oh. 7-star sisters, the cosmic heart, earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So this really might be a time for retreat for you. Since I was feeling a lot of mental energy, this could be a time where you've got to really take life as it comes, and moment by moment, rather than planning for the future, rather than having whatever you're used to. So if that's planning for the future, making goals, setting things, give yourself time to just relax and feel everything that you're feeling and let it go. Go through forgiveness ceremonies or meditations. Even when I was saying in the beginning, write letters, angry letters even, to yourself, and burn them and write new forgiveness letters. Those kinds of things. Big picture thinking too. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. I feel like once you clear out all of the mental chatter, so much is going to come through to you, especially channeled messages that will help you in many other areas of life. My camera just shut off randomly. Yeah, trust in the timing. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy. I feel like you'll have so many more intuitive hits and awakenings as to what it is you're supposed to be doing. And I do feel like you're supposed to be calling on your guides right now and your angels to help you make those shifts and changes for the betterment of yourself. A lot is coming to you, and you have to get to the point where you accept that, because you are so much more deserving of this than you can even believe. And you're so worthy of this life and this experience. These dreams that you've had are yours for a reason. They're not coming to you to lead you astray or mess with you and make you think otherwise. They come to you to show you the potential, and it's up to you whether you want to take that or not. And when you clear out the old and allow the transformation to take place, you will see how beautiful life becomes. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. So yeah, writing forgiveness letters to yourself. Surrender to the sweetness. So you can finally accept what it is you know is there for you, which is success, whether that be monetary success, personal success, emotional success, whatever resonates with you, whatever will make you feel vibrant and alive and passionate each day. All right, pile 3, that was a long reading. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram for more pick a card readings. Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Iolite crystal, this crystal is all about self-vision, inner knowing, and opening the mind. So it's a very powerful third eye crystal, as well as throat. I feel a deep connection to my throat. So yeah, this message is for you. Okay, so how we're going to do this is the main overall energy of the reading, and then we're going to pull some tarot and oracle to get more insight on what it is the Lionsgate portal has brought and is bringing to you. So the card we have is the Thinking Woman, number 47, so adds up to 11. Spirituality. Well, I don't know what I was just gonna say. Spirituality, higher learning. Hello, am I there? Yes, I am. Good morning. Okay, so I feel like this Lionsgate portal has really opened you up to think more clearly for yourself. I feel like you've become more logical, more a critical thinker, someone who really thinks things through before taking a leap if you were more impulsive in the past. I also see with the yellow butterfly transformation, as well as the yellow, and they look like roses. A lot of yellow, so solar plexus energy as well. Sorry, I'm kind of shaky. And she's reading, you know, you could be reading more, you could be focused on yourself and you're studying more, thinking about going back to school, those kinds of things. So we're going to figure out more with the tarot over here. Let's see. Okay, messages for pile number 4, please. Let's see. Who is pile number 4? Ooh, the Queen of Cups. So you may be more feminine energy. Gender does not matter, of course. So this could also be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone who's very nurturing, very intuitive, very connected to themselves. I feel like you knew your emotions very well, and I feel like you may have led with your heart in the past, and now you are learning how to think before jumping, or really think something through rather than emotionally jump for it, where it's very beneficial to have all of those feeling centers attached or active when making decisions. It's also very good to really think that think something through and figure out if it's in your highest and best before taking the leap. Because sometimes we're pulled to things that are a repetitive pattern in a cycle that is continuing rather than something that is new and bringing you on a new path. Sorry if you hear people talking in the back. So yes, very intuitive, very loving. I feel like you're very, when I was feeling your energy, even when I pulled this over, this energy feels like something new that you're stepping into, and I could feel a lot of love and just happiness and high vibration coming from you. So I feel like you are very, very, very intuitive as well. I mean, thinking about it, you picked the Iolite crystal, which is all about the self and self-knowing and inner vision. So very connected to that. Let's see, what does pile 4 need to know? Oh. 10 of Wands, the Hierophant, Judgment, and the Devil. Okay. Oh, and the High Priestess. Okay, a lot of major arcana just flung itself out. Okay, so I feel like perhaps you may have felt a lot of burden. I feel like there's something to do with school or relationships with higher learning. So I feel like maybe you were on the course where you felt like that was the best route to go, and then you decided you wanted to take a more spiritual route or something like that. And the thing is you are very gifted, and there's a lot to learn through the burdened experiences, or through having a lot of duty or responsibility, or a lot to live up to. I feel like whatever you're doing is divinely guided, of course, you know that, and you just have to continue to follow your intuition. The Hierophant, also Taurus energy, 10 of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, as well as Judgment, and the Devil here, so Capricorn as well. So you know intuitively what to choose. So this could even be with your relationships, having a Cups card. This could be about someone that, but more intuitively, I feel like this has to do with learning and applying yourself in a certain area rather than a relationship. So let me go ahead and clarify these cards. Clarify the 10 of Wands, please. Whatever solution you've been asking for, though, or blessing you've been asking for, is coming to you. I feel like the Judgment card has come out in every pile, which is good. So it's like whatever, if you set intentions or wrote a desire list or a gratitude list for things that are to come, your angels have definitely listened to you, and they're hearing you, and they're delivering it to you, because Archangel Gabriel is calling down, which is also the angel of communication and the messenger angel. So a lot to do with thinking, communication as well. So let me see, clarify the Devil, actually. It's a lot. The World and Ace of Cups. Okay, so some sort of cycle has ended or is shifting out and bringing you a new opportunity, and I feel like you may be kind of attached to the old, and maybe that's why I was saying that in the beginning too, using your intuition rather than your emotions, knowing, is this right for me? Is this pushing me forward on my journey, or is this just a repetitive cycle? And if it's a repetitive cycle, it's something that you still have to learn and forgive and heal from in order to accept something new. However, the cycle is ending with the World here. It's like something new, and it's bringing you the Ace of Cups, which is a new romantic connection, a new emotional connection. This could be just new friends, new people in your life who will support you. And with the Devil here, I feel like you may have been attached to the past out of fear or not wanting to let something go. And so having this here, as you can see, they are loose enough, those chains are loose enough to free themselves and they're choosing it. So it's just a matter of you choosing. If you really do want the desires that you've been asking for, which I know you do, there's something that you have to let go of, and those things will naturally start to edge their way out, and you just have to surrender to it and just allow it to leave. It doesn't mean that it's going to be gone forever. It can come back when you are at an evolved place and that person or thing is at an evolved place as well, or you're ready for it. However, I just feel like there's something new starting for you that will really give you everything that you desire and put you on a new path and make you see things a lot differently through this evolution. It's not like maybe you could wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm over it, I'm this and that. But also, I feel like it's going to be like a journey that you go through where you start having deeper insights to things and you're like, wow, that makes sense. Or, okay, I see it like this. It's going to be a slower process, but that's what you can handle at this point. It's not going to be like a big dramatic thing, or maybe it was a big dramatic thing in the past and now it's like you picking up the pieces and forgiving and learning from that experience over time. So just be patient and gentle with yourself is what I'm really feeling too. Okay, what is coming for pile 4? Ace of Swords, a new way of communicating. 5 of Swords. So there could have been a quarrel or a argument or something, could even be with family or friends or a person that kind of left you. You may have said things that you regretted, or they said things that you wish you didn't even hear. It just like hurt you for no reason because they were triggered or something like that. And so with the Ace of Swords, I feel like you're learning from that experience on how to communicate clearly, how to get your words out without going into the hard part of the story or without yourself being triggered. Learning how to communicate clearly. What is coming for pile 4? Which will help you in business, I'm feeling, or in career, or whatever you're, okay. Justice, okay, so Libra energy, and 3 of Wands. Okay, so something new and exciting is coming to you, and it's actually going to bring a lot of balance into your life. So in areas that you felt imbalance in, they became imbalanced so you could grow from them, because you don't grow in areas that you're comfortable in, you stay stagnant, and nothing can stay stagnant for too long. In life, the evolution of life, everything is consistently changing. Nothing ever stays the same. So when you become okay with that and know that it's not to take anything away from you, it's actually to bring you more, you will feel more balanced in that and more excited for the future and what's to come, because there are new things that are trying to come to you. This is about luck, unexpected opportunity, business opportunity, adventure as well. Looking to the future rather than looking back at these 2 wands that are stuck behind. And I feel like whatever experience this was, there was a lot of learning for both parties involved, or I actually feel like there may be even more people involved. It just might be hard to see now. Knight of Swords, communicate clearly, moving forward rapidly, reacting in a new way, and you have 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. So what this feels to me is like a re-emergence of these relationships and a new way of experiencing these relationships and feeling harmony in those. Especially with the 10 of Pentacles, you could come around when you are even have a windfall of money or inherit, it could. What I feel like, if there's a break in this experience or this relationship, I could feel like a friend or a family member, it's only a matter of time before it comes back together. But if you try to come into it too quickly, it's just going to be a repeat of the same patterns. Both parties need to learn the lessons and self-reflect and figure out what they were doing as well, rather than it being the other person's fault. Because while it feels safe to blame the other person, it doesn't really get anyone anywhere. There's always 2 sides to every story, whether someone hurt you more than you hurt them or whatever. That does not. What matters right now is your healing and you feeling okay within, rather than allowing this to hurt you any longer. Okay, so let me get this tarot and see what's going on. Okay, what is coming after this? For pile 4. It's almost important to know that when relationships end or things end, it feels like a death, but nothing is really gone. because one part of your life is dying and merging into something new. Just like the butterfly, the caterpillar thinks it's dying when it goes in the cocoon, but then it comes out, boom, this beautiful thing. So let's see, pile 4. As long as you hold that vision, that is what will happen. You have to remember. 5 of Wands. Yeah, so there could have been a lot of fighting going on, or even internal conflict with yourself with that 5 of Wands fire sign energy. I feel like this is a time for you to get clear on what you actually want. This Lionsgate portal, I feel like, opened the door for you to understand yourself deeper and understand the experience in full. And now it's a matter of, okay, what do I really want? Oh. 8 of Pentacles, the Fool. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be working a lot on yourself, rebuilding yourself with the 3 of Wands again. So there's 2 3 of Wands, and I feel like as soon as you detach from the situation and start working on something that not distracts you, but either working on yourself to heal this, or start journaling or writing or reading and understanding others more, this is like a pivotal point in your life, I feel, where you can grow the most from these experiences. You grow the most through relationships as well, because you're able to see parts of you that are active as well as parts of other people that you may not mesh with. But everything ultimately is a reflection of ourselves, whether that be the way we treat ourselves being reflected in somebody else treating us that way, or vice versa. So with that 8 of Pentacles and the Fool right after it, you're working and building up a new beginning. And I feel like that actually is going to bring a lot of unexpected opportunity, and I feel like those people will come back. So it's like the second that you let go of feeling like they're gone, or like wanting them to stay, and you focus on yourself and grow, they'll come back, hopefully more improved. Okay, let's see, pile 4, messages for pile 4. I'll let a few more flip out before pulling Oracle. Oops. 4 of Wands. Okay, so about home life, family life. I feel like you're also, this new beginning is going to bring more stability in the home. You could move, you could experience something new. With 7 of Cups here on the bottom, I just saw 7 of Chalices. You have a lot of options from this new start. It's almost like that could even be overwhelming. So it's important that you use ask for guidance and ask for signs to show you where you're supposed to go, as well as following your intuition and knowing that you're being led on into a place that is best for you. King of Swords. So this could have to do with a air sign, male, or it could just have to be you coming into that balance of the masculine, especially since we have thinking woman starting this off, of logical thinking. So it's like, I feel like she's like the Queen of Swords, even though it's not a queen, but like the thinking woman. The Queen of Swords is very logical, very critical, head over their heart kind of energy. And so is the King of Swords, except it's more of like a masculine energy. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy as well. Then you have the Knight of Wands on the bottom. So it's like starting something new, going passionately towards your goals, setting your sight on something and going for it. 4 of Pentacles too. Being more, I feel like this is more protective of the things that you care about, maybe not spending as much, being more diligent with your funds, and really thinking about things, setting yourself up for the long term rather than the short term, I feel, is a big one. Okay, let me pull some oracle cards to get you some answers. Let me make sure. Okay. The Devil card, I also feel like I'm getting another message. It could be an addiction to the experience because that is what you think you are worthy of. But it's important for you to know that you are worthy of more than someone who will mistreat you or not value you to the level that you deserve. And that starts with you realizing that that has just been ingrained in you from a young age, whether that be experience from others, the way that you were raised, those kinds of things. 4 of Pentacles again. Someone who didn't know how to love in the capacity that you deserved or that you are able to love. So you have to accept someone who I feel like you're a very loving person. I've said that from the beginning. So the way that you love others, you have to find a way to turn that inward and start loving yourself, and realizing that the second that you do that, you're going to be able to accept and appreciate and allow someone to treat you that way. Okay, let's see. All right. Messages for pile number 4. Please, messages for pile number 4, highest and best. Hello, messages for pile number 4. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. Oh, this one flipped over too. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Yes. So going through difficult experiences, it's hard to see beyond the difficult experience. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes you get so stuck in the pain of it because that is such a dominant force in the being. It affects the whole body and multiple bodies, the emotional, spiritual, everything is affected, because at some point it grows you to become something more. Without these stings in life, you wouldn't ever change. You would stay the same the second something became good, or you wouldn't desire more out of life, is what I'm feeling. However, spirit does have a plan. So 64, 2, that adds up to 1. 1, new beginning, also independence. 35, 3 plus 5, 8. So abundance, the infinity on its side. About abundance, it has a lot to do with abundance. So sometimes things that we're stuck in one area are actually affecting other areas of our life, and we're not even aware of it, because we think like, oh, if it's just a relationship issue, that must only be affecting my relationship. But no, it's affecting everything else, because your dominant thoughts attract your dominant experience. And so if that is something that's a guiding force in your life right now, it's going to appear in other areas as trials and tribulations, and it's just going to feel like everything's coming in on you, but really everything's coming in on you for you to break out of and become something greater. So it's important for you to know that. Okay, let's see. Starfish, open to infinite possibility. So I do feel like the changes that are happening are bringing about things that you could have never imagined for yourself. It's almost like they're so exciting now. I feel so excited, and I just got the chills. Life is a mystery. Yeah, so it's like another 8. You're not aware of the changes that are coming or the blessings that are being brought to you, because it's almost like a completely different experience than what you've experienced before. And I feel like this experience right now is leading you up to become strong enough and sovereign enough to accept that and know that, yes, that is for me, and yes, I'm going to take it. Hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. A 5. So living with excitement. 5 in numerology is all about travel, adventure. They don't want to stay in one place for too long. I'm a 5 life path, so that definitely is true. It's like wanting to get out and explore and really feel and experience all that life has to offer. Canary, sing your own song. So yeah, even going back to the beginning, I feel like, yeah, let it shine. I feel like you see clearly now, owl spirit. Okay. We'll put that on the bottom. Or act as if. Okay, that's actually a better one to put on the bottom. So it's like, walk around as if you're already at the level you desire, and more things are going to come to you. Become that. Also, sing your own song. From the beginning, I was saying that maybe you were doing one thing because it was like what was right, and then you decided to do something else, and that could have been what caused the friction in the family or in a relationship, because you were deciding to step out and be your own star. Like, shine the light that you know that you've had. And I feel like this is like a test for you to choose yourself over what other people say, to not allow external, because everyone has their own divine plan, and people on the outside of that individual person, so like you, anyone outside of you, can only give you advice or guidance based on their own lives and what they have done and what has worked for them. But I feel like you're meant to break those molds and do something new, almost to show not only yourself but others that you really can do what you're called to do and let it shine, and it pays out in your favor, that you will be blessed. Another 5. 43 is 5. You see clearly now. It's almost like you're like, okay, yeah, I got it. I feel like this whole thing was pushing you just to be a greater version of yourself. Another 4, 6. Flip-flopped. So another 10. A 3. 14, 5. Another 5. Another 5. So, well, yeah. You have a lot of 5s here. A lot of new beginnings. Well, that's not like a new beginning, but still like a lot of new beginnings in how you allow yourself to just live. It's like letting go of the anxiety or the worry and just going through self-care. And this is a process as well. It's not going to be like tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go. No, it's like each moment you have to catch thoughts that are leading you astray and choose something new. Start meditating, start calling on a higher power, a power higher than yourself, and asking for guidance and assistance in doing so. Ask them to start showing you signs. Ask them for the blessings. Write a God list, like Abraham says, where on one side you say everything that you desire, on the other, or that God will provide to you, or source, the universe, whatever you call it. And on your side, write what you're going to do in return for that. So it's like a co-creative effort. It's like a mutual experience. And act as if it's already there. It's going to get difficult sometimes, and you're going to be like, well, it's not here, so da-da-da. But you have to keep going. Play pretend just as you did when you were a child. Okay. I have a minute left on my camera. That's spooky wooky. So I'm going to pull a starseed card and then do a reading, and then we're going to close out. So, message for pile 4, please. Okay. Lifting the veil, questioning everything unaligned must go. Yes, everything unaligned must go. Okay. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, higher learning. So you may be going back to school for something different than you ever thought before. I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. So I feel like you're going in between both of those, going past your karmic experience and into your destined experience, and knowing that you are worthy of that. Lifting the veil, I feel like it's like a question of everything that you have been through up to this point, and then deciding that, okay, yeah, I had to go through it in order to grow and learn, and now I'm ready for something new. So I'm so excited for you. This is a great shift, and it's going to be so rewarding and pay off so much more than you even realize in this moment. But I thank you so much for watching. I hope this reading resonated with you. Until next time, bye guys.